Excuse me, why are you out of dress code?
What do you mean?
You're out of dress code. You can't show up here out of dress code. I was thinking that what had happened was just a random act of violence. That kind of stuff happens to everybody. At some point, that's going to happen to everybody. It happens all the time. But then Jamie has to remind me that it's probably a lot to do with a mistake that I made by announcing that we were going to be out of town for several days. And so she thinks that it was quite possible that this happened because, well, people can be mean. And this person realized that, hey, there'll be no one around for the whole weekend, so let's take advantage of that. And so maybe it is my fault. I just can't believe people can be so mean. So we're just getting home from our out-of-town trip. You know, we've been in Oklahoma. And as we pull up, this is what we see here at the end of the driveway. Now, let's not forget that Ben and Jake don't work over the weekends. So it's not surprising there's a package here. But it does surprise me that someone's already opened it and gone through it. And there's nothing but an empty box. So I guess someone came by, just opened the box to see what was inside of it, and just took off with the contents. So if you are the sweet, kind person who sent something very large, I'm sorry. But isn't that horrible people can do? They just come by, I say they, and just shredded that box. Whatever was in there was wrapped, obviously. They even ripped all of this stuff off. And there is an empty box. Most people, and I don't know who did this, but most people would have come by and just grabbed the whole box. But this person had the nerve to come up, tear the box open, remove all of the wrap from around whatever was in it, and take only the contents. Leave the box and all the trash. Jamie's opening the gate. Isn't that crazy, though, the nerve of some people? I know. You're going to say, Lester, y'all should have some other system in place or something, but we don't normally have crime. But, this is not something that doesn't happen all over the place. People snatch boxes and stuff. But what gets me about that one is, Jamie, is they didn't just take the box and run. They opened the box, unwrapped the contents of it, and ran.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Look at here. The pond has gotten nice and pretty. All of the geese and the mallards.
Look at the green around the pond, though. Look at the berm.
Y'all see how the berm is turned off nice and pretty and green? I'm going to drive up really slow, Jamie. Isn't that beautiful? I roll up trying to find something I can be mad about. Just want to be mad. I want to be mad. And Jake runs over here saying, I did everything that you asked me to do.
It's like, Jake, it looks beautiful.
Yeah, I can't find anything from here, but I'm going to make a closer walkabout. And I will find something, Jake. I will find something. I cannot stand to see an employee show up to work out of dress code. No, he may work his tail off, y'all, but there's one thing that an employee should do, and that's show up in proper dress code. We're gonna fix that right now. Excuse me, why are you out of dress code?
What do you mean?
You're out of dress code. You can't show up here out of dress code. No, I know you're shirtless Jake, but you need to put that back on, sir. And I don't need to see you over here without a dress code. We have standards on this farm. And you need to get up.
Oh, here, I need you to get it. I don't want to touch it.
What, your hands are dirty?
Well, I got some WD-40 on them.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, Jake needs to stay in dress code, everybody. Jake needs to be in dress code. Don't get oil all over that brand new hat. Oh, yeah. Now you're in, now. There you go. Now you're a real employee. So this is kind of sweet. I know there's a lot of noise in the background, the tractor running and stuff, but check this out. Look where Annie's laying. In Petunia's palace. Annie is laying in Petunia's palace. That's sweet. And look at all the digging he's done around there. Guys, I have to clean that up. That's my job. I gotta get those cords. I got an extension cord, a couple of water hoses, going to our fan and stuff. And then look over here. Look how sweet that is. Let's check on everybody over here. Hi guys, I've missed you all. I have missed everybody. Pig Trudy, I've missed you so much. Uh-oh, we got a little water overflow thing happening over here. Our turkeys are still around. Everyone's come to the barn to cool off a little bit. It is the heat of the day. Let me turn that water off. That's nothing to be mad about though, because look how clean the water is. Wow, I can see all the way to the bottom. There's no green stuff. Boy, Jake has done really good for y'all, hasn't he? I bet Jake knew I was going to come home looking for stuff, because you know how Jake does. He probably did all that this morning. He probably did all this morning. What's going on with you little chickens? Everything's good out here. I have nothing to complain about. I have nothing to complain about. Everything is nice. I guess the worst thing is coming home and finding that someone had stolen from our Amazon drop-off spot. We do have a camera. I will go in and look at that and see if I can figure out who it was. Yeah, we have a camera over there, so that's a shame. It's too far to have the live stream, so I got to get the little SD card and go through it. But it photographs in a still shot and a video. I want to show you one last thing before I end this video though. My friends, look how beautiful the grass is. It is coming up out here. The yard looks great. The 4 inches of rain that we've gotten over the last 2 weeks has really turned the yard nice and green. Our pastures look amazing. Hey, that's getting ready to be baled again. We can almost cut and roll that. And then looky here, y'all. Looky here. Isn't this something? Well, this almost brings tears to my eyes. This almost brings tears to my eyes. It is so beautiful right now. A couple of little bald spots over here, but that's fine. This grass will spread out through there if we get a few more rains. The berm has turned off nice and green. The pond, wow, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. But this is really great. When we get that memorial worked on here in the next couple of weeks, this is just going to be gorgeous, just absolutely gorgeous. So you know that we have Ben come by and do the packages for us. He sorts everything out. He gives us all the little, if there's ever a package with the gift receipt card, he'll always save that for us. We've got okay, wait a minute. I saw an email about this. Oh my gosh, y'all, these are water. Look, it hooks up to your water and it will detect an animal and spray it so that animal will run away. And this was sent for us to save me from having to go out there and hunt down them guineas. That's sweet. Look at this. Jamie and Dixie. I can't wait to read the cards that go along with these. That's more seed of some sort. I believe that's some kind of seed. Jamie will recognize that. You sent more Cheerios for the babies. I'll take those to Longhorn Lester's for the goats and the ostriches. Now, not all of this was sent. Some of the stuff we actually buy. Like this here. Jamie would have bought that. And then, but you guys, you're so kind to us. I believe Jamie would have also bought those for her little garden job. You're so very good to us, and we're so blessed to have you. Now, here's something that I've never seen before. It's a soil test kit. And I guess this must be able to test your soil to find out what can and what cannot grow in different soil types. I've never heard of this. I never knew this existed. And it gives you 40 tests, and your directions are on the inside. And then there's something here that's not been opened. This goes to I'm a Survivor. I'll open it real fast if y'all can hold on. And what we have, this looks like a casting net. It looks like a fish casting net, but it's not. It looks like a fish casting net. The gift for you, Lester. I'm sure this is too small to cover the whole berm, but thought you might want to be able to test out an area and see if it's the effective way of keeping the guineas from eating the grass seed. From Danielle. So this is some kind of something you would put down to cover your grass, I'm guessing, so the animals can't be eating the seed from it. And yeah, Danielle, that's kind of you. I think though at this point, we have enough grass on that berm to where now there's no more seed. Now the seed is all germinated and has found its way into the soil, and I think that the guinea issue is officially come to an end. And so thank you so much, Danielle. That's kind of you. And for you guys who sent stuff, thank you so much for loving us and loving these babies and thinking about them and their health. And this over here is just the sweetest thing ever. It's the sweetest and neatest thing ever. And I'll have these available for next time we need a way to keep animals off a certain part of our pastures for whatever reason. So thank y'all so much for that. That's lovely. Look, I didn't even see this. Little Like It, carrot flavored, a tasty lick that your horse will love. I'm certain this here comes for Jamie. And so, tell you something that you're not going to believe. I'm staying here in the shade. Do you know if the animals had been struggling the last couple of days? So we weren't here Friday or Saturday. We're getting back here Sunday around noon. If the animals had been struggling at all over these past couple of days, if their routine had been thrown off at all, when we pulled up, they would have come hollering. We would have had donkeys screaming, the horses would have been screaming, the pigs would be running the fence line, letting us know that, hey, you know, because animals are like humans. When they get into a routine, you don't want to mess with that. And so how proud are we to get home, not sure what to expect, knowing that this is the first time that we've left for more than a few hours, that the house did not have someone here. And Jake and Bree had come up and made sure that we kept our consistency, and to where as I pull up now, all of the animals are doing what they would be doing every day during the noon hour, and which means that everything is just a-okay. So how blessed are we for that? How blessed are we for that? Let's go.